Cool. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jayabzo. Today I'm going to be teaching you Python dictionaries and dictionary operations. So without talking much, let's get started. If you are new here, kindly hit on the subscribe button to subscribe. It's free of charge, and hit on the notification icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video or a new series. And this is the 7th episode of our Python for Granny series. And if you've been following along, congratulations, because you've learned a lot. And after this, we are moving into a new section of the course. That is the main part of the programming. So what's a Python dictionary? A Python dictionary simply consists of a collection of key value pairs. Each key value pair maps the key to its associated value. And simply to put, it's just like your English dictionary, which consists of words and their meaning. And the words in Python here, we call it key, and the meaning is value. So whenever you take the dictionary, you reference the word itself, you get the meaning of it. And when you take your phone book too, it's just the same thing. When you look for a particular contact name, it gives you what? The contact of it. That is the value. So the contact name is the key and the contact is the value. So the two are what? In a pair. They go together. So how do you create Python dictionaries? So to create Python dictionaries, you have the dictionary name is equal to key 1 and the value attached to it. Key 2 and the value attached to it. So this is how it works. You have braces, or what others call curly brackets. So inside the curly brackets, you have the key with this column sign and the value of it. So they are in pairs. This is the key and this is the value. And likewise the key 2 and the value. So an example is days of birth. We use this example in our tuples. So here in the dictionary form, the tuple only had the days of birth. But in this case, the good thing about dictionary is that you're able to keep the person's name and the person's date of birth. So for instance, John's date of birth is 23rd January 1997. So whenever I call John, when I take date of birth and I call John, I get what? This date of birth, 23rd January 1997. And likewise Peter, whenever I reference Peter, I get his date of birth, and James. So that's just how you create a dictionary. And contacts too likewise. So let's open our IDLE. Okay, so we have our IDLE here. And to create a dictionary, just as I said, let's use the dates of birth as the example. Date of birth is equal to, so we have our braces, and inside the braces we have the first name as John, and his date of birth is 23rd January 1997. Separated by comma, another key is what? We had Peter with his date of birth as, let me just use the same thing here, 24th January, November 24th November 2004. At this second here, okay. And likewise, so separated by comma, we have James too with his date of birth as 23rd October 1990. October. So this is simply a dictionary. So you can check for the type. We have type here, days of birth, and it's a what? A dict. So that's just a short form of a dictionary in Python. And we had another example to contact. So with the contacts, I have Petit with his contact as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, and another contact Joe as 2, 4, 7, 8. So just anything to give listen. So those are just what simple dictionaries. And also with the English dictionary, so I can just put an example here. English dict is equal to, we have boy, and the meaning of boy here is what? A male human, a young male human. And girl, okay, so simply kept this way. And these are what? Our dictionaries. So I have this whenever I call boy, I get this. And likewise for the girl. So after creating our dictionary, how do you return it? So to return it, you have the dictionary name in a square bracket with the key, the name of the key, and to give you the value. So in this case, they like what in the list we had what? Numbers here. For the inside here, the indexing, we had numbers. But in dictionary, we don't use numbers for indexing, except a number is the name of your key. Except your key is what? A number, which is not an advisable thing though. But in this case, we have what? Dictionary name as a number, with as this. This is the dictionary name, and to return you this value, the value of it, and in the context case too. So to retrieve the lesson, we have dates of birth. So with date of birth, when I put a square bracket and I type in the name of the person, it gives me out his date of birth. So John, we have the date of John as this. And rather that typing John, I typed the same thing as I typed here. You are not supposed to type it differently. And all these ones, I've kept them in strings because they are not numbers. That's why they are all in strings. If they were numbers, I would have kept them differently. Also, you can store a list in your listing. That's one good thing to have contacts. You can store list there. So contact. So let's just edit the contact here and add a third example. Let's say Yabzo, I have 2 of his contacts. So Yabzo, I'll just put them here. So, and the second contact is. So when I'm looking for the contacts of Yabzo, so the contacts of Yabzo, this is what I will get. Sorry. This is what I'll get, a list of it, and simply just flexible to use. So that's just basically how to retrieve the elements of a list. The English dictionary too, you can use the same thing to work. So we have boy, a young male, and this is just the logic behind almost every dictionary app you see. Every dictionary app that you see, it's just that they store the values in dictionaries. If they have more meanings to it, they put them in list and store them there, or better, or sometimes they store it in tuple and put it there tuple in a way that it can't be easily edited. And when you request for a lesson, it returns out the meaning to you. We have what? How to update the value of a dictionary. So like list, you also reference the key value and you put in the new value there. So we have here contact. So the contacts, I want to change Petit's contact to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just do contact Petit, and I'll give in his new word contact. So the new contact will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've just changed his contact. So whenever I reference Petit again, so contact, I now have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as his contact, and no longer 1, 3, 5, 6. So when I even call contacts in 4, it gives me this. It has updated it for me. So that's just how to update the content of a contact. And we have the dictionary operations. So dictionary operations, as we did, we have operations on others, but dictionary operations, these are just the basic. We have the keys, dot values, del, copy, and clear. So let me just explain them individually. So the keys will return to you all the keys. So in this case, we have here contact dot keys with the bracket there. It's a function, that's why you have to put in the bracket. So it gives me what dict keys, and it returns all the keys to me. So I have Petit, Joe, and Yabzo, and I realize that Petit, the keys are Petit, Joe, and Yabzo. And the same thing here, we have dot values. Dot values to give you what all the values that are in there. And this is it. We have the contact of Petit here, contact of Joe here, and the contacts of Yabzo here. We have to delete a particular key element. Let's say Yabzo contact. I just want to delete it. He has changed phone, or we are no longer friends. That's not the case. That's him myself. So in case I want to delete his contact, what I simply do is just there. I'll type my contact, the name of the variable, contact, and I'll pass in the name. So that will give you what? So when I pass in the name contact, I'll just put his name there, Yabzo, and it will delete for me the key and the value of it. So when I call contacts now, Yabzo is no longer part of the contact because I've deleted. So that is how to delete individual elements of the contact. And we have what? Dot copy. So in case I want to duplicate or use the same dictionary somewhere, we have the dot copy. We have, for instance, if I want to contacts, I want to have a new dictionary name called contact book, phone book instead of contact. So what I'll just do, phone book is equal to contact dot copy. So when I call phone book, it has the same thing as what? Contact, and I can do what I want to do with my phone book. And the final one we have is that we have here is dot clear. So contact dot clear, and as the word simply says, it will delete all elements in the contact book for me. So when I call contact, it's now what? An empty dictionary. It doesn't contain anything. So that's basically the contacts. If you want more functions, when you just type in the, so let me type in phone book. I click dot, and this works for basically all the other stuff. So these are just what? Values. Some of the functions you can use. You can search online for them. Because I don't want to make this video that long, I've decided to explain the basic ones that you'll be using almost every time. So I have clear, copy, from keys, get, items, and a whole lot. So that was it for this video. I know it was really educative, and thank you for getting to the last part of the video. Kindly help me by hitting on the subscribe button if you have not yet done so. Hit on the like button and also ask your questions in the comment section.